man. Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming with a force. Yes, blessings they are reaping with course.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and we are back to talk about some more SWV and Escape news. More so, Escape and Latasha Scott. So y'all know, even though the show is over, Latasha is still ringing true in the news, okay? So a lot of the things that she has said, pretty much we've cracked the case and found the evidence on why she is not telling the truth, ever, okay? In this first clip, you're going to see where she talked about the open marriage between her and her husband, Rocky Bivens, and we're just going to see just how much this didn't add up compared to her recent Watch What Happens Live interview with Andy Cohen. Let's watch as she talks about how they have an open marriage, and then we'll go into the video from Watch What Happens Live, where that just doesn't sound the same as what she said in this first video. Let's watch.
And do we have problems? Are we perfect? No, we're not. Is he perfect? No, he's not. Am I perfect? I'm not perfect. I'm very much aware of the allegations that are happening about him. I see everything. As a wife, you know, you see everything. But with our relationship, you know, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private. But we have that. And for us to be judged or whatever by the things that people are saying, y'all keep judging, y'all keep living, y'all got marriages. Everybody ain't gonna always be true. Things happen. At the end of the day, do I stand beside my husband? I know, y'all think I don't know. I know everything. Everything. I'm not oblivious to things. My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship. We have spoken about things. That is my private business thing to me and our son.
Now, y'all heard her say she know everything. Everything, okay? But do you really? Because you just sat here and said y'all have an open relationship and try to make it seem like y'all, you know, he just out here and you know about the goings-ons and the happenings and things. But that's not what you told Andy. Let's watch.
Up before I get into some other stuff that I want you to clear up. Okay. You said on Instagram Live recently, and it got so blown out of proportion, that you have an open marriage. What you meant was,
oh my God. We communicate. We have open communication.
Right.
But then we keep things private. Yeah,
and it got blown up to say...
He doesn't have it that good, no.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up because I heard that and I was like, yeah. Okay.
I was emotional that day, but yeah.
So you do communicate, but we heard just what you said. Okay, shout out to the Shade Room for putting this out and cracking the case and helping me to get this information to get it to y'all. So basically, she tried to make it seem like she knows everything about everything that's going on, but she totally dispelled all of that when she talked to Andy. It's the semantics of it all. It's like they say one thing and try to make it have a double meaning, but at the end of the day, it all means a bunch of bullshiggity. We see everything that y'all are doing. We know what's going on. Sis, whether you know about these tricks that he been messing around with or not, you're about to find out, because Tasha K over there cracking the case day by day, okay? So you might want to go and holler at sis and give her a call the same way your husband did. So now let's talk about how she has something to say about Mama Joyce. And you know Candy don't play about her mama, so of course she came back with the rebuttal. Let's listen to Latasha telling Andy about possibly Mama Joyce calling her on Instagram. Let's watch.
Well, that's something that we need to talk to Diane about. Yes.
Yeah.
How has it been? I mean, it's so wild to me.
Yeah.
I was talking to your sister about this last week when she was here, just about, you know, I was asking her about what was Mama Joyce like in the day.
Oh,
I mean,
my gosh.
It's wild to me because I only know Mama Joyce. I mean, by the way, I've now known Mama Joyce for 12 years or more. Through the Housewives of Atlanta. But has she changed over the years?
She has not.
No, she has not.
She actually called me and told me to stop singing. On my Instagram, she said, stop singing.
Really?
You're causing a lot of friction, yeah. Wow. So no, she hasn't changed.
Wow.
Shout out to Star J Craziness for posting that on her YouTube channel. I got that clip to show y'all the Andy Cohen interview, and y'all know we can't be having the voices on that, child, because, you know, Bravo don't play. But so you saying all of this about Mama Joyce, but Candy has something different to say.
Never heard this story, so I called my mama. I was like, Mama. My mom was on the road headed back from the little casino with her sister. And I was like, Mama, you called Tasha when this happened? My mama said, I ain't never called Tasha. I don't have her phone number. I said, well, Mama, did you ever tell her to stop singing on social media? I don't even know how to use social media like that. How I'm gonna tell her to stop singing on social media? Yeah. No, listen. So I said, oh, okay, well, specifically, because I went back and looked, I said, specifically, did you tell her not to be singing on Instagram? She said, I didn't tell her not to be singing on the Instagram.
On the Instagram?
You know, the older people, they always say,
on the Instagram.
I didn't even tell her not to be singing on no Instagram. I don't even have her phone number. How am I supposed to call her? So, people, I don't know what Tasha is talking about, but I know for a fact Tasha changed her number at least 6 months ago. I don't even have her number. So I know my mama don't have her number.
She's not gonna lie on Joyce.
You're right. And as far as I can remember, I don't even remember. I know Tasha sang on Instagram maybe 1 or 2 times, like while we were filming. Other than that, Tasha wasn't even really on Instagram like that. So when did my mama tell her to stop singing on Instagram?
Amen.
I was like,
the lies.
I cannot.
The semantics of it all is just so crazy. Like, why did Tasha even feel like she even needed to bring up Mama Joyce? Now, some people on the internet were saying, you know, no, Mama Joyce was saying that, or Tasha was saying that Mama Joyce called her on Instagram because she doesn't have her phone number, obviously, you know, from what Candy is saying. So people are speculating that she may have hit the call button on Instagram to call her and tell her to stop singing. But I honestly don't think that Mama Joyce is taking the time out of her day to get on Instagram and call this lady and tell her not to sing, because at the end of the day, who gives a damn? I also wanted to add an extra clip in here for y'all. Everybody in this whole SWV and Escape, we should have ended with weak. We should have ended with understanding. You know, blah, blah, blah. Some people are saying they should have just sang the songs together. Well, let's take a look at this clip, because they didn't end with weak or understanding. They ended with a little something like this. Let's watch. So they ended the show singing Ladies Night, which was an amazing way to go out. A nice upbeat song to end the show. But shout out to the Candy fan page on Instagram for showing all of this information with Candy talking about Mama Joyce and showing that clip of the show, because it was really, really nice to see that. I mean, what do y'all expect from a Mona Scott, you know, production? Of course, she's going to try to make it seem as messy as possible, child, because she must have thought she was still on damn Love and Hip Hop. But did y'all also notice at the end of that clip where Tasha kept on saying in her interview, she said in her interview with Andy Cohen how, oh, Tamika, she was such a bad kid, and that's how she met Tiny. And then she goes on to say how, and she wasn't even talking to me and, interacting with me on stage like she normally does. And, just usually she'll kind of dance with me, or like, we give each other little friendly taps on the butt and things like that. That wasn't happening. She didn't come near me at all the entire performance. But it seems like Tamika came down on the end with her and was interacting with her. So nothing that Tasha says adds up to two pennies rubbed together. I don't understand why this lady, or what is going on with her, where she feels like she has to just make up all this stuff and think that we supposed to believe it, and try to use synonym after synonym for the same thing. You're saying the same thing. You did it, okay? You did all this stuff. You did that shit, okay? So let's just stop all of the bullshiggity. It's too much. And I hope that she sees all of this and knows that the public is not as dumb as she's constantly trying to make us seem. Also, she kept on saying that, and I wish Andy had have dove into the question a little bit more. She keeps on saying, well, I saw everything when you guys saw it. No, you actually didn't. You lived it. Didn't you film it? So if the papers and the 30K and all this stuff is just such foolishness, don't you think that you would have looked into it by now so that you can have a rebuttal to defend yourself once all of this stuff came out? I mean, I'm just saying. But y'all, thank y'all for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment on this video, and let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell when you see that, so you can know when I come back on to talk to y'all some more about some of this craziness going on out here. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.